What's up, Batman? Let's get some people in here and we'll get going. What's up from Boston? Boston truckers in here. Heck yeah. Nashville, Tennessee, Washington. Arizona, New Hampshire, West Virginia, Missouri, Oklahoma. Daughter's wanting to get her CDLs and drive trucks. My advice on that is do it. Just find a good mom and pop trucking company to drive for. It takes care of their drivers. Don't go to these big companies. All right, we're up to 200 people. Yeah, it's raining like crazy here. It has absolutely been a downpour. It is a lot of money up front, but you can make a lot of money quick. Yeah, the insurance industry is what controls everything, really. They make us decide everything. Luckily, I've got a really good insurance situation. I've owned Rooster probably about 10 years at this point, I guess. All right, so guys, we're trying to decide what to do up here on top. So I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but there's a light bar up there that'll be back there towards the back of the cab. And then we're trying to decide, do we run the cab lights up here? Or Dad's wanting to put them in the visor. I mean, I like that, but it would look slick coming off and then being in the visor. It kind of gives it a slick look the way that cab is. No, I don't want both. So we'll be running like 11 cab lights, or we're going to do like 20 in the visor. David Matoy said put regular ones. He's here. Why is he? He went outside to comment. Put them up there on top of the visor. There we go. Oh, you want to put them on top of the cab light or the top of the strobe light? The reason we were thinking about going to the visor is So we're having to redo the top of the cab. And Dad don't want to drill new holes in it. So it will be getting a new, back here in the back, we'll be getting headache rack. So we'll have a headache rack, and the headache rack comes up to about where that tape is. So it'll have strobes back here. The problem with the headache rack, guys, it don't go as tall as a sleeper. That was my original plan, is just putting it on the headache rack. But if it was a flat top, we could do it. So it'll have lights in the back, and I'm going to strobe the cab lights too. I know they make extensions, but I don't want. I want it to look good. I don't want to jank it up. Guys, this is a super tall sleeper. It wouldn't look right extending that headache rack way that far. I've already got a custom headache rack, and it's pretty tall. Like, it's a very tall headache rack, and it's only going to come up to the... Now, I could probably extend the light bar. I'll show you guys the headache rack we got. Yeah, the frame turned out really good. So I'm trying to order some new frame rails for it. I really don't want to put I don't want to cut and stretch my frame. I want just to order new frame rails for it. So see, this headache rack's pretty tall, and it has the light bar. It's already set up for a light bar on top. I don't know. I might extend it up even more and see what it looks like. It's a hard decision. We really need to get this thing set on and see exactly where it's going to sit and look. And yes, once we decide what we're going to do with the new frame rails, it will be getting a stretch. But I've got to put new frame rails. I just can't justify cutting my truck up and splicing it back together. I don't like doing those. And I know there's some good guys out there that do awesome frame stretches, and we've done a bunch, and they've turned out good. But going down the road, to me, with a stretched frame welded back together, it just don't feel right. So I'm thinking this thing will look good if I could get I would really, really love to be able to put the strobe and it come up to the top of the truck. And I did get the box put in this thing. I was going to put it in the frame, but I decided to go ahead and put it in the headache rack. Look at that, boys. If you hadn't watched the video on Rooster's transmission, Rooster does now have a new transmission in it. The video will be out here in a few days. And we've got another new 18-speed. So they ended up warrantying that old gearbox. or the case, and gave me a whole entire transmission. But me and Nate built a top of the line 18-speed to put in Rooster. So I got a new 18-speed. They built this one new up there at where it come from to replace that bad case, and I don't know what I'm going to put it in yet, but I've got a spare 18-speed. We built a pretty tough 18-speed to go in Rooster. Like, it's literally the best of everything. I don't want to ever have to deal with it again. I don't want to be on a big heavy load and it go out. So we got a lot going on. Rooster's coming along pretty good. 4 states have been getting us supplied with everything we need. Guys, go give them a follow on Facebook. They do a pretty good job with their parts. Yes, that is the plan. Drop axle on Rooster. It is not going to happen in this rebuild series. I just don't have time, and I want to get the new frame rails under it and extend it out. But this thing's got a super thick frame, so I don't really have to worry about double framing it either. There we go. So I'll show you guys the new. She's got a new transmission in her. So this thing's like $295, I think. $285 or $295 now. If we do the drop axle right now, it'll literally go right here. And I mean, it's going to be plumb up against the cab and the fuel tanks. We just ain't got the length to do the third axle, do we? I mean, it's going to look dumb. So it's coming, guys. It'll be in the next rendition. So we got some plans with 4 states, and I can't really say what it is yet, but just know that some pretty awesome stuff is coming for Rooster and Johnny Cash. So now that we've teamed up with them, it's been pretty awesome about getting parts, and they definitely stand behind their products and want to get it out here to the world and show what they do. And they don't mess around, that's for sure. The Chrome Shop Mafia is, we'll be headed up there after the show. We're going to be doing some more stuff to Rooster. And I'm probably going to put a green APU on this thing as well. Yep. The motor's great. We ain't got no issues with the motor. So no problems there. We got the interior ripped apart in it. It's getting all new flooring. I'm going to replace these. These things are getting old and they're not really wanting to work real well. And then, so we're going to replace both sides of these. I'll give you guys a little clue what it's going to look like. I'll give you, if you're coming to the show, you can come and buy one of these shirts. All right, there's our plans. That's what we're planning on Rooster looking like when it's done.
Hey, what you leave up there? Timmy, over here. That looks good. Leave it up there.
Where?
That looks good. Put a few more on top of it.
I ain't doing that. Y'all are retarded.
Come on, that looks good. Wow.
Come on.
Brax, what do you think?
You put your little horn and go
Come
sideways,
on.
it spins and stuff.
What do you think?
What do you think? Give it a little runner around there.
Get one of your little turbines. Like I have at the
So that's the plan. We got to change the headlights because we ain't got those headlights anymore. But that's pretty close to what it's going to look like.
It's already 1:30 almost. What's the time, man? It's flying. When do we usually? Is it 9 o'clock? 9:30. We've been on it 4 hours already.
Yeah. Huh? It's over in Devin's box. Yeah. See it there. Look. Ooh, baby. I had another transmission go out. Yeah, we're going to do straight stacks. I've got 2 different ones. I've got some miter cuts and some straight stacks. But guys, this is a rare occasion. So Dad's here, my uncle's here, and my papa's here.
Uncle!
So this is Papa Jody, and this is my Uncle Juvelin. And we just got him home from Florida. We thought he was dead, but turns out he's still alive.
I'm still here. He ain't going nowhere. He's part of the family now. He's going to be working here constantly. Yeah, both go all the way through. Yeah, okay. All the way through into the main thing. And then the 2 wires go through that. Up through from the cab.
Dad, if we went up there with them cab lights like that, they'd probably kick us out of the mats.
Wow. Yeah, that's good. I said you go run in front of a restaurant, you know, like the old man.
I've seen a truck. I've seen a truck with them across the sleepers and the front. And I thought it looked stupid. Here I am trying to put them on there. We'll put them on the front.
Oh, Lord.
I think we put all 11 in the front. Be fine. It'll look good.
Yeah, let's just run the...
11 lights in front of it.
Yeah, 11 lights.
I swear it would look so sleek with it just coming off into the visor, but it's because of the way that cab is. See how...
I think the sleeper would look good with the skinny lights in it. With no lights on top, except that if you want that sleek look.
Yeah.
You remember the guy with the blue truck?
Well, remember my black Peterbilt? How it was? I had all the horns and lights deleted off top of it. Remember it just had the cab lights, or the visor lights, and then the...
Well, that blue truck you showed me the other day that had the...
Oh, Hater made...
top wheel, yeah, his comes off there. Don't his come off?
No, he's got a bunch across the top front of it.
Which one comes off the bottom?
My old black truck did. And it looked good. The black 379.
One you should have kept.
Yeah. Look at you representing this hoodie today.
Ooh, where'd you get that?
That gone.
I had one just like that.
Now you... All right, and then we got... Oh, look at the new. New suspensions. The FLD condo ain't out earning yet. It's here getting a bunch of work done to it.
Got the train in this one, and I'll probably pour yours in here when we get this.
Hey, Dad's wanting a needle nose. So this thing is almost ready. We had some leaks we found on it. This thing had a lot more problems than I thought it did. So had some leaks on it, and we're just going through. I don't want to have no issues out of it when it gets out on the road. All of our trucks run west every week, so they get 5,000 miles a week put on them. So new alternator, new belts, replacing all the lines and stuff. It's getting a whole new fuel system with a air dog. going through replacing all these. I don't want none of this stuff shaking, so it's getting all. This thing was dry rotted and broke anyway. And then getting new door panels made for it, putting all new rubbers in the doors. Just updating everything, making sure that there is no issues with it. New fifth wheels going on it, sliding fifth wheel. It's got all new airbags. Got them put on, new leveling valve, new cab bags. I had to pull it back. The clutch was kind of stuck on it. So I don't want any kind of leaks, no air leaks in the doors, no fuel leaks, oil leaks, coolant leaks. It's better just to fix it here because once it's out on the road, I don't want other people touching this truck. You take this thing into a Love's or a TA or some shop somewhere that don't care and just got some young punks working there, parts changers, and then they start leaving stuff off of it like brackets and hose ties and stuff like that. I like to keep all this stuff factory. So I want to make sure this thing don't have to be worked on the road. And that's what's great about running these old trucks, guys, is 9 times out of 10, they'll go out and they'll come back home. Even if a problem spikes up, 9 times out of 10, you can get them home. You ain't got to take it to a dealership or get it towed in. Unless you just lose something, catastrophic. For the most part, they'll come home without being on a hook. He'll be here Monday. Zephyr's sending one of their top guys down here to polish it. So you guys will have to wait on the paint job on Rooster. It'll be after the show. But we do plan on painting it. That is coming. Yeah, that's why I like the Coronados, because they are a lot like these things. You guys believe we got one of these darn red motors in the fleet now? It's crazy. It's got a fifth wheel that goes over it. It's factory.
Tell him what happened. We did that frame. We spent 2 weeks on that frame. I know we did. And they covered it up with stainless and fifth wheel. I know you see it's just parts of it. I'll never do another.
Yeah, there's no point. Yeah. It's March 26th through the 28th, ain't it? So it'd be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Not next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, the one after. What's up, guys? I said you're going to the truck show.
You said I had to work.
No, I did not.
You can't go. You got to work. You got truck.
I did not say that. I said you're going. But we do got to get this truck done. Braxton's taking all the air tanks off of it and cleaning them, and new airlines throughout the whole truck, new harnesses. It'll be all spiffy and shiny when she's done. All new stuff. New battery cables is already done up at Rob's, so I'm just doing it in sections, guys. We did the engine, driveline, transmission last time at Rob's. Now we're doing, cleaning the frame up, doing the interior, and just giving it, some nice upgrades. I love the new EPA rollbacks. So come to Matt's. We'll have T-shirts. We'll have Rooster there. So everybody thinks we're just, putting a bunch of stainless on this thing and fixing it up. We're not, guys. We're actually going in and fixing, just updating everything. New floor, taking the old crap out of it, fixing paint, fixing door rubbers, lights. We're putting new lights. And, it's a 98 model truck. By the time we're all said and done with this thing, it'll have new paint, new everything, front to back. I'll put the VIP code out if you guys want to come to Matt's.
This is how the bracket goes?
What? No, it goes the other way. It's got to spin around. It goes up under it. You know that. You put it on last time, didn't you?
See here.
It's got to look like that one right there. $720. Yeah, we're gonna put a green APU on it. I'm gonna try to get it up there and get the green APU on it before Matt's. Still waiting on the wheels to come in for the front. What's up, brother? James Brady's on here. And then let's see. I don't know what else we're gonna do. That's about it for right now. Just all this stuff and new stacks, stuff like that. Russell said, "Junk it and start fresh, brother. This truck will never be junked. You can't replace this truck." It will be done later. So guys, I have done frame rails on a Peterbilt before. And the best way to do it is just replace one at a time. So if you change one frame rail at a time, you just take everything loose. You take all these bolts out, springs, all that stuff, and just lay everything back, tie it up, bungee it up, pull the tanks off, all your air lines loose from the inside, and then you just pull the whole entire frame rail out, and you slide the new one in, and then bolt everything up. And they build them to spec with this truck. You give them the VIN number of the truck, they can literally drill every hole in this frame that it needs. And then I can tell them what length I want, and then they can extend it out. So all my rear ends and everything will just bolt right up under it. Yeah.
You want your air tanks polished?
Yeah, I've got it. There's a guy coming to polish them. He's polishing the whole truck Monday.
On the truck?
The whole truck.
Okay.
Air tanks, wheels, all that stuff. I've got to replace this mirror too.
ignition completely in? Or?
No, we need to put the reverse sensor in it, check everything, check all the oil, the bolts, just make sure everything's...
Where's your sensor?
Good question. I think it's out there in the Ford. And up here, there's some brackets and stuff that I want hooked up that wasn't hooked up when they put it in. Like right here, the wiring harness bracket.
Bolts on the top plate?
Yep. Yeah, the one on the top plate and the one right here on the bell housing.
Alright.
That might actually both go on the top plate. I don't know. I don't think it does. God, that motor's beautiful. I gotta get it all cleaned up. Rob made these up at SHQ. Serpentine liters of pure awesomeness.
So you know the adjuster?
Do what?
The adjuster on the alternator?
Yeah, what's wrong with it?
So you know it has the bolts to the alternator?
Yep.
When I took it off, it didn't have one on it.
What do you mean? What do you mean, bro?
It didn't have a bolt in it. I took it off.
Oh, so the bolt's out of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we're
Huh?
Where's this other thing going?
The shifter?
Yes.
Oh, it'll go in like don't worry about the shifters.
Okay.
There's everything but the shifter. Hook up the reverse light. Make sure it's hooked up. Just make sure everything's hooked up nice and neat and pretty. Is that all you like on the AC, Brax? Is that? You need one more belt? Braxton put the new AC compressor on it. If you want to, Matoys, throw some paint on the inside of these. I don't think it'll matter since the frame's painted, but... It's crazy how big his suspension is, ain't it?
Actually, I think Braxton used it all. Is there any left?
Yeah, there's a little bit left in each other.
Them dry shafts.
Yeah.
There's some
There ain't none left. Just a bunch of air.
We couldn't rebuild the old trans because the case was bad, so we ended up having to buy all new everything. It's got 46s in it. Oh yeah, you definitely do. I'll go get you one. All right. Let's see. This is all the stuff we got to finish up in this thing. Which we're knocking it off pretty quick. So, anyways, I guess we're going with the lights on top. I just wanted to do a quick live for you guys. We're getting ready to drop a video here in a couple hours. So be looking out for that. And Marcus has already got all new bolts, washers, nuts, and the whole entire drive line on this truck's new. Now we're doing the cosmetics. Yeah, we're going to do the hard. Everything will be done here in the shop. All right, so we're going to get off here. I got to get back to working, and it's hard to do that and hold this phone. So,
At that.
yep.
Missing a nut and that washer.
Missing a nut and a washer. Is it over there on that yellow thing? All right, guys. Be looking out for the video. I'll be dropping it here in a few hours.